games. I think after Saturday, you had probably some reasons for concern about these last three road games to finish the season, but your team stepped up tonight, even without Rob, and played really well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the guys just showed some character, and for sure we were very, very disappointed having that as our last home game, and we didn't show up to play, and that was the message going forward after that game, and we wanted to show our fans and our members that like we care and we're still believing and playing and working hard, and the guys focusing on the right things tonight. So the result is nice.
You talked about character, and very good character in the last couple of minutes as well, because they were coming, they got some momentum, they got back within two, but it looked like you kept your heads and you stayed cool, you executed well and ran time off the clock, and they probably did what you wanted them to do in the last minute, which was nice.
Very, very observant. Yeah, like the guys really focused in on the game plan tonight, and credit to Adelaide for putting us under pressure in that fourth quarter. But this is, I would say, good building blocks for us, where teams are going to do that, and we need to find ways to not panic and still execute and screen and find the open man, and we were able to do that and make plays down the end. And like if you see that locker room right now, there's a lot of smiling faces, and just everybody's happy for each other, and Jack is a big part of that.
You had a lot of guys step up as well, and I thought Lamar and Jason's leadership was great, but Big Lou had another good game, Jack had a good game, Tom had probably his best game of the season, Dean had some really important moments as well. You had a lot of guys that really did step up.
It feels really good that there's so many guys that stepped up and put their foot forward or put their hand up to defend or rebound, and just make the right play. And as I said, there's a way to play basketball the right way, and the guys were doing that. And tonight we reaped the benefits of that. And obviously, like, we made a concerted effort in our transition D, and that played a big role in our winning the game tonight.
How did you find things out there, Jack? And I'm sure you enjoyed being able to contribute to a win.
Yeah, for sure. I really enjoy playing with this group. I haven't had much of an opportunity the past few games, but to go out there tonight and have a blowout, I had a great time. I enjoy playing for these guys, and it shows.
Looked like you had fun battling with Kai there for a lot of that game as well. Was that a fun matchup?
Yeah, no, very talented young player. I enjoy going against big guys, so it was good to get out there and get a couple of battles in with him.
Does this win make you look forward to these last couple of games now? Do you feel good about trying to now finish strongly and a couple more road games to finish off? Jack?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been a difficult season, but to have the game we had tonight, that we knew we could do it, but just haven't been putting it together on the court. But yeah, excited for these last two. Give it our best crack and enjoy them.
James, I thought that a pivotal factor in that third quarter was your rebounding. That was led by Lou, Deng Deng, and also Jack as well. How pleased were you with the effort on the boards in that third quarter in particular?
Huge factor. I think Adelaide had 12 in the first half, and then they ended up with 16. So, we held them to 4, which obviously played a huge, as I just said, a huge factor in us getting over the line at the end of the game. And it's just about being physical and making hits, and it's a choice. And we made a choice to do that in the second half more than we did in the first half.
And do you expect Robert Franks to come back for the Melbourne trip?
I'm not sure yet. To be determined.
And what was the diagnosis on him tonight? What was wrong with him?
We're keeping that in-house right now.
Okay. And he's a priority for next season. He's been obviously one of the most impressive imports of this particular campaign.
For sure. I think any of the NBL teams would like to have his services. He's a high commodity, and we would love to have Robo back. But as you know, like, free agency comes, and then we'll deal with it at that time.
jump in for one more, James. Does this performance, like I touched on with Jack, make you look forward to these last two games now when it might have been a little bit daunting coming out of Saturday, but all of a sudden tonight, does that make you look a little bit more forward to these last two?
I'm looking forward to how, if we can continue with this focus of doing the right things, which is the message that we've been saying all season, and the guys committed to it throughout the course of the game. And so if we can do that, for sure, I'm looking forward to that. But it's hard work, and we got to be prepared. You know, we're playing Melbourne on the road, you know, who's leading the comp, and we play Cairns as our last game, which we haven't beaten all season. So it's a huge challenge for us. But in saying that, this game was a huge challenge for us, considering what happened the previous game. And so we are capable of bouncing back after what happened. So we look forward to the challenge that's going to come next weekend.
Any more questions? No, cool, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.